We got a 20-second delay on this one.
Try.
Let's wait until the stream kicks off. Who knows? It might not. We will find out soon. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, it's very loud. I can hear the TV. I can hear the TV. It's very, very loud. Do we have connection? Oh, my God. I think we have connection. I know that sounds weird, right?
That scared me for a second. I was like, it's going to overflow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Royce. I am your runner. Welcome back to another live stream. Sorry we did not do this on Friday, but my real job kind of got in the way of that. I had to work nights this week. So just so everybody knows, on the channel, I was, because again, my schedule got screwed up this week, I was not able to put up a gameplay video this last week. I will be putting up a gameplay video this week. I have no choice. I have to put up a gameplay video. I have promised you 2 weeks in a row. Hey, RDD Airsoft Works is in the chat. Ben Bettis is in the chat. We got Mark Chavez in the chat. No, you are not late. We are late.
We're late.
Yeah, we're late, but it's okay. It's the kind of late that you're okay hearing about. Anyway, guys, don't forget, if you would be so kind to check out my other channel, A Drink with Crazy. We talk about movies, TV, and gaming over there, and there's a lot been going on in the gaming world this year, and so it would be awesome. A Drink with Crazy on YouTube. Just type that in, A Drink with Crazy. Look for the green logo. It says A Drink with Crazy. Me and my buddy Matt, we talk about that. Talk about a lot of interesting topics over there. We get a little philosophical with some TV shows. But without any further ado, I have a very special guest who I've been wanting to get on for about a year, Mr. Grimm1994.
Hi, everybody.
And so hopefully everybody will give him a very warm shout out. And Mr. Grimm, do me a favor and shout out your Twitch channel for me and introduce yourself a little bit and how you got into Airsoft.
Well, I'm Mr. Grimm1994. I stream on Twitch Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and then Friday to Sundays at Mr. Grimm1994. You can find me on all the socials, same username. I got into Airsoft. That was the question, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Airsoft, as dumb as it sounds, watching a lot of Navrich videos.
Oh yeah. No, that makes sense though.
And I was like, okay, well let's play, and I picked up little like $60 airsoft sniper rifle, and yeah, just kind of took off from there.
Attaboy. I know that I actually met you through my channel.
Yes.
And through the Facebook, is that you had mentioned you'd reached out to me and like, hey man, I watch your videos. It'd be really cool to play with you. And I met you. God, what was that? Probably a year or two ago.
Yeah, that was when you were doing your giveaway for what was it?
Was it the 250 subscriber giveaway?
I think so, because it was a day of play for like 4 people that you were doing a giveaway for.
Oh no, that's right. No, APC had reached out to me.
That's what it was.
That's what it was.
APC.
It was for Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Yeah, so about a year and a half. Yeah. And that's right. Because you came out and met me at APC, and then we ended up just kind of connecting from there, and
played some rounds.
Yeah, and one of the things actually that's really cool that we're talking about the first time that we met, because that's kind of what's kicking this off is, so I'm there with some other people. I meet Skylar for the first time, and like I'm the guy that like I want to make sure that everybody's having a good time on the field. And Skylar's chilling with us, he's hanging, and and there's a lot of conversation happening over here, and Skylar's over here. And I'm like, hey man, you doing good? You doing good?
Just chilling.
Yeah, and he's just chilling. And he's like, yeah, dude, I'm doing good. And then, I get home and I get a message. I don't know if you and I had traded info at that point.
Yeah, because I had to get your info so that we could meet up at APC to play that.
That's right. So anyway, so I get a message from you, and this is something that's so powerful, and this is why I have you on the channel, is you reach out to me, and you're cool with me sharing this, right?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm cool. Yeah. So that everybody that's watching knows that I'm okay with this. But yeah, I had some social anxiety issues while I was out at the field with him for the first time, being a new player, not really knowing what to do, not being a part of the community as being a first-time player. For myself, and I reached out to Royce. I was like, hey man, sorry if I seem kind of off. I was having really bad social anxiety, so I really didn't know how to go about the situation.
No, and he reached out to me and I'm like, well, dude, no, but did you have a good time? And
yeah.
he says, yeah, I did. I just I do have bad social anxiety, but I'm using Airsoft as a way to get through it, to combat it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that I just, ever since you have told me that, I'm like, man, that takes balls.
Yeah,
and because like social anxiety from like if I can just finish my thought real quick, is that just I know people who have social anxiety, depression, and things like that, and for you to be like, I'm putting myself in a social situation to get over this, like that, one, that takes balls, and two, that takes a lot of mental courage to do. And that's one of the reasons that I really wanted to talk with you about this.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with everybody right now. I am having just a smidge of anxiety being first time on the channel. You know, that's kind of normal, especially when you're, you know, dealing with the man himself, runner. Come on, guys. Come on.
Don't do that. Don't do that. The chat will make fun of me for a week. Don't do that.
That's all right, chat. You know you want to. But yeah, it's one of those things where, you know, you kind of have to shut down those negative thoughts of being like, okay, well, you know, these people don't care, you know, I'm not having a good time because no one's talking to me. And you just kind of have to like insert yourself into the worst situations and then step away from them and just kind of like realize that, you know, it's, when it comes to Airsoft, I'm going to be honest, it's not for it's not for everybody.
No.
You know, that's one of those things it's a sport that either you're going to have a really fun time doing or you're really not. And, you know, and I understand that some people, you know, might not like that and this, that, and the other. But for me, with the social anxiety, it was just trying to push myself to make friends and get out of that comfort zone to help myself make friends, especially with moving out here on my own by myself. And I've been here for like 5 years, and I've made an amazing amount of friends through the Airsoft community, which has been really helpful for my social anxiety. Just even with just lightly touching on it, you know, with depression, it's like, okay, well, you know, I'm really sad, and then having a bunch of the guys coming up and being like, yo, let's go play Airsoft, and I'm like, I don't know. And then they keep pushing me, and I'm like, all right, you know what? Let's go play Airsoft. And then you get into that first round, and it's just like all existential self-hatred is just kind of gone after that first round once you get out there and get your energy going, because it's just the good energy from all of the people is very helpful when it comes to being out there and playing. I mean, you're going to have your negative eggs and stuff like that, but that's just, you know, that's life.
No, and I think that's right. Oh, I did forget, by the way, guys, I did totally forget part of my intro, which, by the way, Skylar and I are going to go for about 45 minutes, just he and I. And then the last part of this, that's all you guys. You guys get to ask us any questions that you want to at the end. That's part of my channel. And I will be pulling up, when that comes up, I will be pulling up my phone and making sure that I'm monitoring the chat so we don't have another snafu like last week. I totally forgot about it. I always forget to mention to people that the last part of the show is for them.
Q&A for the people.
I always forget. But you know what, man? I mean, I think everybody... And, like, I think everybody has been in those situations where they feel like, man, I just don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I can do this. And especially when you're surrounded by people who were, like, there for you. All of a sudden you do that thing and you're just like, I can do this. And I think, and what's so weird is, like, the I can do this thing from, because, again, I'm reaching here, and hopefully I'm not reaching too much, but like the I can do this from like from a perspective of social anxiety is, man, I'm glad to be around people. Does that happen when you play with Airsoft? Has that happened? Or am I totally off base?
No, I mean, it does happen. It's one of those situations where it's like that happens more than not, which is one of the things that I've grown as an Airsoft player to be like, okay, well, you know, I know a good chunk of the community from Royce and, you know, other friends and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, you know, it's just it's a stress reliever, and it helps me pull me out of my shell and enjoy being outside with, you know, streaming quite a bit. One of the reasons why I haven't really been around a lot of the community of Airsoft so far is because I've been doing a lot of grinding for my own content creation, which I don't want to self-promote all the, you know, all crazy like, yeah, don't I'm self-promoting.
No. My channel, you self-promote. That's what you do. Do that stuff. Sorry, guys, I'm fixing the title here. Because I didn't fix the title in the beginning because I am a scrub when it comes to this.
But I mean, like, when it comes to like having that social anxiety about going out for the first time, yeah, you're gonna be extremely nervous because if you don't know anybody and it's not an environment that you know, you're gonna have the issue of being like, well, I don't know everybody, you know, or the lingering, why do I feel like everybody's looking at me because, you know, I'm like rental kids. Dude, I love playing with rental kids.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they're there to have a good time, and it's crazy because I've had more fun per se playing with rental kids than I have dudes decked out in like milsim gear.
Right. Hold on, ready?
Ready.
This is gonna sound great. No.
Delicious. Donuts.
No. No, and I will say this, man. Some of the best times I've had on the field, outside of like being with my boys, has been with people who are new to the sport. And, you know, because oftentimes you'll get people that go, well, we're new, we don't know what to do. And I've met some people. This sounds so bad. I met some people. It was really funny. We're standing there, getting ready for rule brief, right?
Mm-hmm.
Getting ready for safety brief. And I'm standing there talking with somebody, and this guy goes, "Are you our runner?" I was like, yeah,
yes.
I am, man.
Yes, he is.
And they're like, "Oh no, like we came to this field because we saw your channel." And I was like, "Oh, cool." And it was like, "It's our birthday. We wanted to try this." And these are guys like, you know, 25, 30, you know, in 25 to 30s or whatever. And they're like, "Yeah, no, we just want to get out here. We thought it would be fun." They're like, "We don't know what to do." And I'm like, "I don't know what to do." And they're like, "Well, you know, but like we're new." I'm like, "Guys, I don't think you understand. Like, I really appreciate that you've checked out my channel. I still don't know how to play this game."
Yeah.
And so, like, one of the funnest, and I put those guys in a video, and I was like, "Man, I don't think you guys get it. Like I still don't know what to do. Like, but run with me.
Yeah.
You know, run with me and let me make sure that you guys have a good time." And I think that, especially with the crowd of dudes that we run with,
mm-hmm.
like, our whole goal is just, like, make sure this other person's having a good time.
Yeah, it's definitely you know, making sure it's not really about winning or losing. Mm-mm. You know, it's about for me personally, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people will feel the same way. It's more about the memories and the friends that you make along the way, which is a really big impact.
I think about the only time that I've ever thought about like the win-lose thing is when I've been to like some events. Mm-hmm. You know, I've been to a few events, especially the smaller like day-long events. You know. I mean, the win-loss at the end of the day feels good, right?
Right.
It's like a Call of Duty game,
yeah.
You know? You're like you're there to hang out with...
Yeah, I win!
Yeah.
Oh, I lost.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, dude, it was so funny. It was like, so I went to Op Freedom, and RDD, Airsoft Works, was the Gulag master. And, like, dude, I was having such a fun time in the Gulag. Like, I was having a bad time that day, dude. My lower back was, like, messed up for, like, a month. Like, I could barely walk that day. But I had moved around enough that stuff just went numb, which is not a good thing. But I was like, I just kept going back to the Gulag. I was like, nah, I'm going to go to the Gulag. They're like, yeah, but you can respawn, like, in the game.
Yeah, but I'd rather go to the Gulag.
You're like, yeah, but I'm going to go to the Gulag. Because, well, that was really fun. Actually, that's part of the video that I'm going to, like, put in. But it was really awesome. You know, and obviously getting back to any sort of, you know, social anxiety or I guess awkwardness, because I'm a socially awkward person. I know a lot of people may not view me that way.
Right.
But it has, even in like social situations, like my wife has had to look at me and be like, hey dude, like you can't say stuff like that. Cause like, and it's not that I'm saying anything like bombastic or bad, but like I am a socially awkward person. I'm not a socially anxious person. I don't understand how people interact very well.
Right.
And that's something that a lot of people on the channel may not know about me, like at all. And even some friends of mine, because like I play it off very, very well. I've had to learn.
I wouldn't notice. Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude, I have had to learn. And that's one of the things that a lot of people do not know about me is that every time I have a conversation with a person, there's one person in my life I don't have to do this with, and that's my wife. And that's why she is my wife. But every time I have a conversation with a person, like I have this like thing in me that's like, well, I don't want to make them mad. I don't want to make them sad. I don't want to make them hate me. I don't want to make them. And so like I'll say something to that person. And while I'm saying that thing to that person, I'm thinking about the 5 different things that they're going to say. Right. There's 5 possible answers that they could say. And then I'm calculating in my head the 5 possible answers to their 5 possible answers. And
like a game of chess.
Yeah. Huh.
Like
yeah,
a game of chess.
It's exactly it. And it gets really exhausting sometimes. I'm like, dude, and like, here's the thing is I do it with my own family. Like my own family doesn't like get me.
Right.
But that's one of the things that a lot of people don't know about me. And honestly, with Airsoft, that just goes away because I know that when I'm at Airsoft, I don't have to do that because I can just focus on, well, it's not so much to be myself. Well, like I told you about the gyroscope earlier, right? Like the gyroscope, there's all these rings spinning in different ways. You are the gyroscope, but all those rings spinning in different ways, those are just different parts of your personality. That doesn't mean that if you're showing a certain part of your personality to one person, that doesn't mean you're lying to them or not being honest or whatever. All that means is that, well, in this situation, like I'm obviously going to act different with you than when I act with my wife. I'm going to act different with you than I act with my kids, with my boss, with my parents,
right.
And that doesn't mean that you're lying to people. That means that there's a part of your personality that's for this situation. And one of the things like with Airsoft that's really, really just it's so relaxing for me is that I know the conversation is going to be about Airsoft and we're all Airsofters. And so I don't have to calculate. When I am on the field, dude, I don't have to calculate.
Right.
I just talk about, oh, dude, your stuff looks so cool. And, oh, dude,
that was a really good play.
Yeah, that was a great play.
That gear's really cool.
Hey, dude,
what type of upgrades do you have?
Yeah,
stuff like that.
It's so easy because like I don't have to calculate in those situations because we're all out there just to have fun, and we're all out there just to as I call them our Barbie dolls. There are Barbie dolls,
there are
right?
Barbie dolls,
right? Yeah. And we're all just out there to show off our Barbie dolls and talk about them and meet new people and go see other people's Barbie dolls. Like that's what I call it, And it's really, I think that's one of the things that's just is so relaxing that at least if I can't relate on the anxiety portion of it, on the awkward portion, I can relate because that's something that I've always done, and like people who know me really well, like Convoy Bebop in the chat, he'll know this. He knows this about me, I'm not sure who's all in the chat right now, but there might be another person or two in the chat that might also know this. But like I said, it's one of those things, man, that Airsoft as a way to get away from your demons is amazing.
Absolutely, it's definitely a great way to release the monkeys on your shoulders from everyday life, whether work, home life, whatever it may be. I mean, that was one of the things when I first started playing, before I started content creation. I was always out at the field almost like every weekend. I don't like my job, so I was just like, all right, well, what can I do to fill my time while I'm not at work? And it was like, oh, well, let's go play Airsoft, because I know a bunch of dudes that would love to go shoot each other. Yeah. I don't know how else to put it. I mean, because that's what we do. And it's at first, a couple of weeks of play, it can be for me personally, it could be a little anxious. especially when I'm rolling up to the field.
Intimidating? Is that the word you're looking for, or not quite?
Not quite. Intimidating, I think, would be a little bit more like drawn back, fearful.
Okay.
Anxious is more like I get this every time I go to the field, regardless of who I'm going to play with. I get nervous about who I'm going to play with, whether it be like really good friends or if I'm just going out onto the field, by myself. And it's just it's a consistent thought of what could possibly go wrong. How am I gonna play? What rules would I break if it were to happen?
I have a lot of those thoughts too.
And that's the initial anxiety of what happens to me personally before I actually get onto the field, and then getting onto the field and seeing your friends like with big shit grinning smiles on their face because you roll up and they're just like, holy shit, it's Grimm or it's runner, and and it's that instant that makes it.
Lady, no, you're gonna mess with my camera. Go doggo.
That's where like the monkeys are just gone.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, I'm it's like a second family almost. You go and have friends that you play with all the time, and it's like a second family, and you can go and shoot the shit with them, or if you're having issues, I'm pretty sure that they're there for you, and that's really big in my book personally.
Well, and I mean, I will say this. I mean, you've been up to the house for a few barbecues and been invited to some that you weren't able to make it to, and
it's always a blast. It's always a blast here.
We always have, dude. We do have a picture floating around of one of our friends passed out drunk with pants on his ankles and his boxers on my couch.
That sounds like me. No, that sounds like something that would happen with me if I got too drunk.
It wasn't you though. It wasn't you. You know the guy though. Actually, I think you were at that barbecue, but that's one of the things that you mentioned. It's like this second family, and it's so weird. It's like, it's this thing. It's like, man, I don't know if I want to do this. And like even when I'm in pain, like I said, I had that back thing going on, dude. And I was just in pain, and everybody was like, dude, you need to get out. Like you need to come out to the field. I'm like, man, I don't know. And then one of the guys was like, and I don't know if you know him. And one of the guys was like, all right, here's the deal. I'm paying for you for this event. You're coming out. Like, I'm paying for it. And I was like, all right. And I went out, and I was in pain. I was like, man, I just don't want to be out. Not only that, like, 2020 was, some stuff happened. My own volition, not like because of the Rona.
Right.
Like, everything that happened to me this year was because of me.
Right. It wasn't because of what's going on currently.
Yeah, it was because of me and because I wasn't dealing with my own stress, right? And I went out, man, and I had a blast.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I got to see people, and I got to talk with people, and I was like, man. And then I fired all this back up, I got the, and
it's like riding a bike again, isn't it?
Well, it wasn't, kind of. It was like coming home. It was like coming home, man, and like, and it's that thing is like I still get nervous going out to the field sometimes. Maybe my boys aren't going to be out there, maybe. But I always find that at least on the airsoft field, because we're all out there for airsoft. It don't matter about politics. It don't matter about, race, color, creed. None of that. Doesn't matter. Dude, your kit looks sick. And that's what matters.
Yeah.
Dude, you ran, like there was this dude, man, he hit green wall the other day, almost flipped over and murdered like 5 of them. I mean, he hit that green wall hard, dude. And he goes, blam, 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 blam. And like, that's what he did too. And I was just like, damn, boo.
Flip it.
And it was one of those things like you just, it's so weird. So what do you think it is about airsoft that helps people? Like, what do you think it is? Like, just helps people get out of their space. What do you think it is?
I mean,
because it's helped me get out of my head space.
Right. As far as speaking for other people, which I can't
really
do. Yeah. I'll speak for myself. For me personally, it's like tonight we haven't seen each other in a while.
Yeah.
We were supposed to do this last night.
Work schedule.
Yeah, he had work schedule. I was doing my own content creation at home. And we were like, well, we should really make this work. And I was like, dude, what about, Runner said Saturday night. And I'm like, cool, let me see what I'm doing. And as soon as I got done with my event that I just got doing today, I was like, oh, gone.
Yeah.
And I came straight here. But as far as the original question of it being, getting out of your shell and going and enjoying yourself is it's helped me learn more about who I am and ways that I can get over my social anxiety, along with triggers of the social anxiety. That initial drive into the field, it's like, okay, well, I'm white knuckling the entire time I'm on my way onto the field, to be honest. I'm sitting there and I'm gripping my steering wheel as tight as I can, just thinking of the possibilities of everything that could happen in that day. But as soon as you gear up and roll out onto the field and you see your friends standing there with, like I said, smiles on their face, gearing up, it's blissful. Mm-hmm. It really is. Like, yeah, you might have some bad games, but all in all, like for me personally, it's just going out and enjoying the company that I'm out there to enjoy.
So how did you, like, when getting into Airsoft, and like this is something that like I come across as like a social butterfly just because I do like to talk with let me rephrase this.
And you are a social butterfly when you're on the field.
To talk.
Yes.
I just like to talk. That's just how I am. I do an Airsoft talk show. That's what this is. Like,
yeah.
But like, so how, like, what did you do when you first start? Like, how did you make that leap into when you started Airsoft? How did you make that leap into like making friends on the field? Like how did you do that? Because I think that's very important. I think that's a very important thing. So you get to the, because you struggle with the social anxieties. How do you go from like, I don't know if I can do this, to making friends on the Airsoft field? What was it?
It's kind of just shutting down that voice in your head, the negativity or the anxiety voice in your head. And for me personally, it was getting outplayed by an enemy. Mm-hmm. At the end of the round, being like, oh dude, that was awesome. I loved how you went from this position to this position, and then you got me while I wasn't looking. That was awesome. Or even like going up to people and talking to them about, their Barbie dolls.
Yeah.
Their Barbie dolls. Yeah.
The serious Milsim guys hate that.
I'm not a Milsim guy, so I'm okay with that. Like, I get it, and it's just like,
well, they're toys. They're toys.
They are. It was the last time I played Vasily Sniper, one of my buddies. He was like, yo, Grim, you need to come out and play. And I'm like, oh, dude, I don't know. And he was like, all right, well, I'll pay for you. I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm going to go play Airsoft then. Like, not even in a sense of like the fact that he was going to pay for me, because I would have paid for myself anyways. Just that situation of him being like, oh, the fact that he would offer buying my entrance fee was enough for me to be like, all right, well, let me cancel my plans and go play Airsoft, since I haven't been out for a while and I haven't seen the people. But I mean, just like looking at people's kits, if you like it, tell them you like it. Seriously, like it kind of sounds dumb, but it's just, like the Masala. Or the Masada, sorry. Masada, dude, that's a really cool gun.
I think is an Italian dish.
Masala is curry.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm a little hungry. But I mean, like, and it's just it's goofy situations, like, we're having our banter, and stuff like that. It's that's what it's about, like go on the field and having those moments of like Greenwald to porta potty, throwing a grenade into porta potty and getting like 5 dudes. That's
Which, why are 5 dudes in porta potty?
Who knows? I've
Like,
seen
all
it
the
though.
time.
I've seen it though. It's every single time.
Like, you take out one guy, and then like that guy puts up his hand and keeps it, and then you get
It's
shot
like-
from it, and you're like,
It's like a clown car.
dude,
They stack up in there like nobody's business.
dude. Like, okay, I don't think I've seen 5. I think I've seen like 2 or 3.
I tend to see 3 or 4 playing the sniper role.
That's sniper role, man. You know, that's one thing. Like, I have my SR-25 there somewhere. I don't know. It's in pieces. I do have an SR-25 that RDD and I have been meaning to build for like a year.
Build it, do it.
Oh yeah, no. Well, and here's why: is it's just like, you know, I'm always that guy. Like, I always want like oddball stuff, right? Like, I don't have a thing in my collection that's not oddball. Actually,
I mean, perfect example right here. Yeah, this bad boy.
yeah, this is my PPSH. Needs a little work done to it.
Show
That
it-
it
show it.
is
It's empty.
completely. Yeah, no, it is completely empty. Well, it's completely empty and non-running. But this is my PPSH, and so I don't have like normal stuff. Like, I just don't. Like, I've got the M14 EBR, which is nightmare. I have the PPS.
so nice.
It is.
It is.
It's heavy though.
I know.
Which is why I want to do the SR25. You know, I've got the Masada, which just happened to be a lucky find. And, you know, and so for me, you know, one of the things getting out on the field is like, you know, I see so many different builds and so many different things, and like I kind of get that thing in my head, like, are my guns that special? You know what I mean? Like, do I have the special stuff? And I you know, and it, you know, what you said earlier, you know, complimenting somebody's gear. You know, maybe, and it may not be like the coolest thing you've ever seen, but like it's cool, and like they decked it out in a way that you're just like, man, that just looks good. And that little bit of an icebreaker, like Airsoft is such a good icebreaker. It's such a good icebreaker.
Oh, it is.
Like, I walk up to people, I'm like, dude, I love your combat set, like your top and bottoms. Where'd you get them? You know. And I see people that will run, like, not a lot of people run like what I like to run, which is Cryptek Highlander.
Really cool pattern, by the
Dude,
way, too.
I love Cryptek Highlander. I know a lot of guys that think it's like you know, it's like puke on a phone. Like,
Imagine how I feel running ATAC AU, you know, one of the most expensive patterns.
No, talk to Convoy Bebop, though.
Oh, I know.
Convoy loves ATAC, dude.
ATAC is a good pattern.
Dude, I don't like the regular tan, but man, you just see somebody and you go, and all of a sudden, like, I saw this dude running he was running a jacket, and it was kind of cold out. Dude's running a jacket, and it was Cryptek Highlander, but it was actual Cryptek Highlander.
Oh,
yeah,
the big boy expensive stuff.
The big, yeah. And I looked it up, and I didn't buy it. But I talked with him about it, and now what I am doing is because he was like, no, dude, like, you gotta watch the website and this, that, and I was like, okay, and now I am. And I'm watching the website, and I'm like, maybe I get a deal. But I do know, like, this is the gear that I want to get, because I'm tired of running, like, the cheap stuff, because I burn through the cheap stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody burns through the cheap stuff.
You get what you pay for, though.
You do get what you pay for. I think my pants, if I can find them somewhere, like, I fix the zipper on them. But, man, it's so easy to walk up. Dude, your pants look cool. Mm-hmm. Dude, your shirt looks cool.
I like that patch.
Yeah.
That's a cool patch.
Yeah, I like that. Exactly. Like, it's so easy. So what is it about this sport that just makes it easy? Even with someone, you know, because you had never met me.
No.
You had never met me and said, man, I want to run with you. And I was like, yeah, let's run together. And you played with me all day.
All day. That was great, too. It was just finding you. That was really it. Like, I was just watching Airsoft YouTube videos for at least 3 weeks before I decided to take the plunge, and I was like, okay, well, I know there's Go Airheads, Field and Parker, and those were the only 2 fields that I knew of in Colorado.
Right.
And I was just like, all right, well, let me see if there's some gameplay footage at the fields, and I found Runner, and I was watching it, and I was like, okay, you know, I like these videos. This dude seems pretty cool. You know, I like his editing style and this. So I was like, subscribe, and I seen you go live, and I was like, oh, He went live?
Well, boy.
Yes, I'm going to go watch. And I'm going to be honest, I sat there for a good, I think it was like 30 or 40 minutes before I finally decided to be like, oh, hi, everybody. And then that's kind of what snowballed into this.
And this is, and I'm really glad it snowballed into this, man, because like this, like it's such a strange hobby because like there are a ton of a-holes in this hobby. Milsim, speed soft, don't matter. I don't care what you're playing, what you're doing. There are a bunch of a-holes, and I think the a-holes get the a-holes get all the cheater videos and this, that, and the other thing.
Don't do cheater videos.
No, dude. Well, that's why. Dude, honestly, like I am convinced. I am convinced if I would just do cheater videos, my channel would be like tens of thousands.
Oh, dude,
of
you'd
people.
have your gold play button by now. Seriously,
dude. Like I just like I'm convinced that that's what would happen, and I can't do it.
No, and that's what
I
sucks
can't
though is like everybody's like, oh, it's a cheater video. Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch that because I want to shit on the sport. Why? What is the point when we're trying to build a great community for
Commander
everybody?
Cody? You're not an a-hole.
Commander Cody, I love you, boo.
I love you, boo.
That's Fastly. Fastly Sniper, Jeff.
Oh,
Yeah, that's Jeff.
why he got a different name?
He runs that name for me because that's the name that he runs in my Twitch.
Oh, stop identifying as different people.
Yeah.
I don't accept aliens here.
I mean, unless you're an alien, then hi.
Well, like yeah, you know. Yeah.
I mean, like extraterrestrial alien, lighter moment, since we're talking about serious matters and stuff.
Well, that's what I meant by alien. What do you mean?
That's definitely what I meant too. Was alien.
Like alien?
Like aliens? Like Alien versus Predator, extraterrestrial, UFOs.
We've already been flagged. We're already canceled.
No.
No. No, it's like I said, man, and one of the reason I wanted you on it and talking about using Airsoft to get over those fears and those anxieties is because you sent me that message that day. And you specifically said, I'm using Airsoft to get over my social anxiety. You said I have bad social anxiety and I'm using Airsoft to get over it. What made you, how did you come to that conclusion? How did you get there? Like, what did you, if you don't mind me asking.
No, you're good. I think it was just being tired of, not having friends. Like, that's what it was. Because, like I said prior to, I had moved out here on my own with, not knowing anybody, new state. I've always thought Airsoft was a cool sport to play. But I just never really had any of the funds to get into the sport. And then I started working when I moved out here, which means that I started getting the funds to, get into the sport. And you can play on a budget. Yeah. I mean, you can also go spend every dollar that you own for a year and a half. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Trust me. I spent almost every single dollar that I had for the first 6 months of playing Airsoft just to get the gear and the stuff that I have now. Because, I enjoyed it. But back to the subject, I know I'm kind of just all over the place.
No, you're not. Trust me. I've had worse. By me.
Yeah.
I've literally hosted the channel.
I've seen it. Goes from here to all the way over there.
I've had guests on the show try to keep the show
about the subject that we're trying to talk about,
and me, I'm just like,
and here I am being self-conscious, like I'm out of, I'm spitballing down, and I need to get back.
You will never do this show more wrong than I have done this show. I promise you that. I promise you, whatever you think, you're like, oh no, like, I know I'm spiraling. No, I have spiraled this show into a shit show.
Oh, I know. The one time you were on till like 1 a.m.
Oh, when was that?
That was with.
Wait, was that Facebook live stream?
I think that was the that was with RDD Airsoft or Convoy
and Convoy.
Yeah.
And they
that
started
was great
smashing
show.
beer cans against their head. Yeah, that was the Facebook. And my Facebook is more for like
those types of streams, you know, the goofy, like not so serious.
My Facebook streams are not the professional.
No.
No.
No,
not at all. But I like that because like if people want to come here and they want to chill and relax and hear some good stuff, and especially a conversation like this, which I think ultimately this conversation wraps up to where we get to a point where we go, if you're having doubts about you, or you're having doubts about, you know, how you can be in Airsoft, you just need to be in Airsoft, because I think that this sport has more love in it than it does hate.
Oh, I agree.
And you're going to get some hate. I've gotten it.
You're going to get some bad apples too.
You're going to get some bad apples. But I think whatever you're dealing with up here, I think Airsoft can help you deal with it out here.
And it does.
I really do. Like, and I've noticed that just in the small ways that, again, socially awkward. That's totally different than what you deal with.
Social anxiety.
That's an entirely different thing. But just that peace of mind when you can go, you know, man, I'm just gonna go out and just have some fun. And so I think if anybody's like, man, I want to do Airsoft, but I'm struggling with this, what would you say to that person?
Do it. Just do it. Just go out and do it. You know, go make some friends or talk to some people and go enjoy it. Like it, win or lose, you know, go make some friends. Like that's the biggest thing for me was, you know, I didn't care if I won or lose. If I had a laugh at the end of the day and I made a new friend, that's what counted for me personally. You know, that made me feel that me going out onto the field was a success that day.
Right.
If I could get somebody to laugh or, you know, show a new player a good time, you know, that was one of my biggest things.
Those are great, dude.
I love showing. I love going to the field and going like, okay, so he's running, you know, rental gear. Okay, well, you're not gonna have as much fun with me because I run a sniper role, but you're not gonna die as much, you know, as running front line. You know, a lot of pushers and stuff. So it's like, well, you know, if you really want to run up front line, go run front line. If you want to hang back and see what it's like to kind of be with like a sniper, you know, hang out with me.
Well, and you even run your MP5 once in a while now, too.
Once in a while, yep. Because I've got my big old drum mag on it.
Have you seen Wilson since I put the rail on it and all that?
I don't think so. You'll have to show me after, yeah.
He's right there.
Nice.
But, no, man, I think you're right. I think, you know, if you're struggling with, and like me, like I am not, like I've never been, I come across as a social butterfly, but I really am not. Like, Mama Runner has to kick my ass out of the house and be like, go do this. I've just never been that, you know, like that want to get out, want to go mingle. Like, that's just not, this is my castle. I'm comfortable in my castle. Here's my walls. And when I get out into on the field, I don't need my walls because my boys are there. Right. Or, you know, this channel has done amazing things for me up here. You know, I'll meet people. Hey, do you run this channel? I'm like, oh crap. What do I do? What do I do?
Do I tell them? Do I tell them that I run the channel?
Yeah, no, that's me. You know, and like at that point, like it's kind of one of those. It's like getting called out, right?
It really is.
Hey, like, are you runner?
And you get that deer in the headlights feeling, like,
dude. Every single time, whether it's kids or adults, and it's happened to me a fair amount of times at this point, and it's. But you know what? I look at them, and here's the thing: is like, so they already checked out my channel, they recognize me out there, and I'm like.
And they know that you're.
And I'm gonna treat them with respect and say, yes, this is my channel. Oh, dude, that's cool. And then they start talking to me, and then like, and that's a whole level of like.
That's where that social anxiety breaks right there. Just having that icebreaker.
Dude, I like that. It's weird though. It's weird like when people are like, "Hey, are you this guy?" And I'm like, and like what do? I could be like, "No, I'm not this guy," but like, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Royce. I'm like, they're gonna know.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just one of those things. It's like. Yes, I'm this guy, And at that point, like, you commit to it. And when you commit, let me think about this for a second.
It kind of feels more natural when you commit to it.
When you commit to learning about other people, you are not committing to that person that's holding you back.
Right.
I think that's the best way. When you commit to other people, you're not committing to what's holding you back. And I think that that's the best way I can describe like what's happened to me. And I don't know if you would say the same words, but I think that's like if you commit to other people, you're leaving behind that part of yourself that's like, hey, don't do this.
Right.
And I think that's what Airsoft can really do for people, especially struggling with some of these things.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree because at that point, you know, you're not thinking about yourself internally. You know, you're thinking about, you know, this other person that's, you know, there for the same reason, having a good time.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's about. It's about having a good time. I'll say it a million times. I don't even care. It's what it's about. It's about having a good time, maybe making a new friend. And the memories that it makes along the way, I'll give you for instance, when I went down to Steel Reapers Field.
Oh yeah,
and we were running their kill house.
I have not been down their field. I got to get down there.
It's a nice field. Their kill house is cool. Their large field for me is where it's at being a sniper. RDD Airsoft Work knows this situation. I actually sat on an EG67 without knowing it.
Ow.
And it blew up.
Ow.
And RDD was like, hey, is your ass all right? Because you just sat on it. And it was like, that moment will stick to me because, like, yeah, it's a 2.5 hour drive. But just that instance of being the one dude that sat on an EG67 didn't feel it. I'm not even kidding you. It blew right on my butt cheek, and I did not feel it. And
actually, no, that makes sense.
And he made a joke about it.
Have you ever held a black cat in your hand?
No.
Don't hurt that bad.
No? Is that why I did the EG67s?
Yeah, they don't hurt that bad. No, the smaller fireworks. Now, do not hold an M80 in your hand.
Well, yeah, no.
I mean, that's a quarter stick of dynamite.
Yeah.
Do not do that.
No.
Well, all right, guys. I think at this point, like, we're handing the show over to you guys. We've definitely had a really good conversation here about Airsoft, dealing with your inner demons, learning how to make friends. You know, if you guys have any questions for us down in the chat, I have the chat pulled up here. He's got the chat pulled up there. I am now pulling the chat up here because I am not doing failures this week.
Yeah, and one of the things that I personally want to touch on is a lot of these are situational things, and they're personal situations. You know, they're because it was Saturday. Saturday was mental illness day, mental awareness. Don't ever feel like you're alone. There's more resources out there that can help you. You know, don't feel scared to get help, because a part of being a strong person is recognizing your triggers and stuff of that line and being like, okay, well, you know, maybe I need to go speak to this person. Don't feel weak for doing it. Being a strong person to realize that, you know, you're having that mental breakdown or that social anxiety, you know, sometimes pushing yourself past it can help, and sometimes being reclusive can help as well. But it's all based on situations.
No, I think that you're absolutely right, man. I really do think that, you know, a lot of people struggling with what's up in their head, and I've done it this year. I did it a lot, you know. No, for me, I'm a denier. Well, I'm not stressing. I'm not stressing now. Why do you think I'm stressing? I'm not stressing. And then I yell at my bosses in a way.
Then
my boss, and I didn't realize it. And Mama Runner, she'd been telling me for 6 months, I'm watching this build in you. It's not. And I'm like, no, babe, I'm fine. She goes, no, you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I wasn't playing her, she's like, you need to get out of the airsoft field.
And here's the thing: is had I been because it started when I stopped playing last year, and it wasn't like I stopped playing because I wanted to stop playing. It was just like
Life.
Well, stuff. I was using that as an excuse, right? I was kind of getting that like unmotivated part of myself and like feeding into that, and that's dangerous.
Oh yeah, I can confirm on that,
dude. That's dangerous. Like that part of yourself that's just like, I don't want to do this thing. Whenever you say I don't want to do this thing, do that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do that thing. Do not do that. Do not do that thing. Do that thing. It's dangerous to you to not do that thing. Like whatever it is. I don't care if it's go to the grocery store, do your laundry, clean your room, go play Airsoft. It doesn't matter. Oh, I don't want to do this thing. No, do that thing. Mm-hmm. Do whatever that thing is.
Because you will feel 100% better once you do that thing.
Dude, and I'm like, and I've done it. And the problem was I was like, I needed to give myself something. And I didn't give myself anything. And all of a sudden, dude, I was at work one day and I lost my shit at my bosses. My bosses were right to fire me because the things that I said, they were right. They were right. And that's the thing. And that's one of the things that like with Airsoft, there are some days I'm like, man, I don't want to get up like early because I get up early all the time. And I get up early and I go do Airsoft. I'm like, man, I feel good. I feel accomplished. Because maybe I didn't want to get up early, but I did it.
Right.
And I got all my gear together, and I got my cameras together, and I went out, and I talked with my buddies, and I saw my buddies, and like I did it.
Went and hung out and had fun with the friends and,
Exactly.
and made those memories.
Exactly.
And that's what it is.
Exactly. No, dude, and there's tons of them that I have now. Mama Runner's taking pictures of the guys. We're all sitting here playing Call of Duty. Were you there that night? No. That's right. You couldn't make it up that night. You were here for some of the other barbecues and stuff. But all right, guys. So if you got any questions for me and Mr. Grimm1994 on Twitch, go follow him.
Follow me.
Go do that thing.
I stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
When you watch him, you go,
hey, I know you from Runner's channel.
Yeah. Go follow him. Tell him that Runner sent you. But yeah. So guys, if you got any questions, go down in the chat right now. We're answering questions right now. We're a little bit over on time. I feel like I mentioned that this was chat moment, but we're going to be watching. So let us know. If you guys got any questions, ask them now. My phone just said it's going to die, you son of a bitch.
I've got
Mama Runner, where's my good charger?
I put one above Commander Cody. Little drive.
What do you mean?
I only took the one that was down there.
No, but I leave it here. Where's my good charger?
Single plug-in?
Yes.
RJ brought that.
Just re-ask him.
Wait.
What?
No?
I'm talking to Top Shots, Woodgrim. I don't play Call of Duty. I don't play Call of Duty anymore for the simple fact that COD is a shit game.
Hey.
It is a purely shit game. I'm sorry.
Yes, but you know what makes it better? Chasing camos and playing with your buddies. I actually stopped caring about KD. I'm literally running for the Damascus camo right now.
I thought you already got that, though.
No.
Didn't you do that already? Damn.
I dropped off for like 3 or 4 months.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's
Dude,
right.
snipers almost made me quit.
Did you see the other night when you were playing and I joined you? Might have been you, one of the kids, or Mama Runner.
Dude, that thing turns on randomly. No, I don't.
Yeah, you were chilling in the lobby, and I hopped on, and I'm like, hey, let's play. I don't care if you're chatting or not. Let's just play.
No.
Yeah, I just popped into your lobby. I saw you online. I was like, oh, he's online. I'll get some games in. I mean, I don't mind playing it, but I don't take it seriously. It's a joke. And I don't play it for very long. I play it for maybe 45 minutes to an hour. Max.
It's a way for me to hang out with my buddies, and it's especially with my schedule and like always trying to like do stuff like I'm building the wall. I went out and bought a bunch of stuff today. I see you see the dressers here in the living room. I got to set stuff up. My brother was getting rid of some stuff from his house. So we got some dressers that are still in good condition for the kids. I got a bunk bed I got to build. I got a friggin' driveway I have to extend. I have a job that I have to do. I have 2 channels that I have to work on. I actually still have to do a video for A Drink with Crazy talking about the censorship that Sony and EA and how the Hollywood censorship is entering gaming now. Yeah, you heard about that, right? Yeah, dude, it's not. So I still have to do that, and I still have to edit an Airsoft video this week.
You've got your hands full, man. That's a
You know-
lot of work.
Dude, here's my problem is I can't not.
Right.
Like I don't have that just like, oh, I'm gonna like
The
like, if I'm
laziness
dying-
that's like, nah, fuck it, I'll wait till tomorrow. It's
Like,
like, gotta go.
Dude, I just it's that. All right,
Let's see what chat's got for questions.
let's see what chat's got for questions. Oh god. All right.
So we got something about a juggernaut.
Oh yeah, no, that's Top Shots. Top Shots. All he does is Juggernaut.
Juggernaut?
Yeah. Oh, dude, no. Like he can actually get Juggernaut in Call of Duty. It's
No shit.
ridiculous. Like all the time. It's not even like a little bit. It's just like he just
Does he run like 24/7 shipment?
He hates it when I do that.
Oh,
But I love.
I don't blame him. I hate that map.
Fuck you.
I hate
I
hate
shipment,
that
dude.
so much.
I love shipment. All right.
Yeah, because let me ask you,
All right.
what's the enjoyment of getting shot before you can even spawn
No,
and then
dude.
dying?
No. Because when you can get a run on that map, dude, it's glorious. Keep in mind, I get my max kill streaks on that map regularly.
Do you?
VTOLs and support helos. And I call them in and I wreck havoc, dude. Shipment's my map.
I think my favorite one is warehouse. It's got all the like it's in a it's literally a warehouse, and it's got like tall buildings, like checkout aisles and stuff. You know the map.
No, yeah, the store. I call
The
it Sam's
store.
Club.
I call it
Sam's
warehouse. Yeah, Sam's
it
Club.
Sam-
That's
yeah,
my map.
yeah.
I run that map.
Club. Yeah, I hate that map.
I love that map.
All right. So let's scroll back.
Top Shots. I do not play Arma, but I do play squads. There are some first persons.
Okay, Royce and Grimm, what do you think of this? Is also Top Shots. What do you think a noob to Airsoft feels like when accepted into the Airsoft community and has a great day at the field?
Amazing.
Dude, it's awesome. It really is. That's one of those things. It's like a noob at the community. And here's the thing. Like, here's a follow up to that. Be that guy that makes that noob feels good.
Yeah, because then he'll come back.
Be that guy. Don't not be that. I don't care if you're having a crap day. Because I've had crap days, but you be that guy for that noob.
Yep.
You be that guy. And you know why you be that guy?
So he can have a great day.
Because he can have a great. And you know what? You're driving home and go, man, but he had a good day.
Yep.
And I was a part of that.
Yep.
And you smile.
I created that good vibe for him to have a
Yeah.
great day.
Yeah, you be that guy. I have a question. This is Jules XRA.
Jules, just call her Jules.
I know who Jules is.
Yeah.
I know Jules.
Love you, Jules.
I have a question. How do you feel when I would literally run up and play out your intro as a joke? Do you got something on that, or
I have no idea.
how do you feel when I would literally?
Do
Oh, I know what that is.
do you? What is it?
People use my intro as a joke. Honestly, man, I love it because I know people, they do it and they do it for fun, and they do it just like some people just run up and be like, I'll be talking with somebody and all of a sudden somebody will run up. Oh, God.
Do it. Do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Royce. I am your runner. Welcome back to another live stream.
Yeah, love it.
That took me like a year and a half to like get it to where I liked it. Dude, have you seen my first Airsoft video?
I have, yeah.
Oh,
It's a little
sorry.
cringy. It's a little cringy, but it's worth it though.
I'm sorry. It's bad.
Like
dude.
I had like a Twitch moment where I wanted to say something like when you finish, but I'll wait till after stream to refer to that.
No. Any other question, guys? I might be missing some. We're just having a blast, and thank you guys, everybody, for so much for joining in the chat. And like I said, this is your show right now. So if you guys got any questions about like the topic we're talking about tonight, or oh hey, sweet, my double, yeah,
Nice.
sorry, love that thing.
How is chat doing tonight? How about that? Being
chat,
a Twitch streamer, yeah. How's chat doing tonight?
All right, RDD Airsoft Works. So RDD Airsoft Works wants me to promo. So RDD, you are scheduled for next Friday then.
Cool.
You're scheduled for next Friday, possibly. I don't even know if he's going to be in the state. RDD, you're literally we're talking after this live stream. But anyway.
Top shots.
No. So I'm going to have RDD come on, but as the Gulag Master in like
God.
full kit. Oh.
I might have to. I'll have to throw on a lurk for that.
I don't do a lot of like parody or joke stuff on the channel, but like it's just so much fun, and so I'm literally gonna sit here with the Gulag Master, and talk with him about it. It's gonna be a good time. How would you feel of a YouTube Airsoft Xbox, whatever?
He's basically asking how would you feel if you ran into him on the field. Being your gaming friend.
I've known Top Shots for probably a year to a year and a half at this point. More so, especially because like Modern Warfare, like that's actually why I even know Top Shots better now. And like we talk like you and I talk.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, dude, like if I saw you on the field, like I'd probably hug you because and I don't hug a lot of people. I hugged him tonight.
Yeah.
I don't hug a lot of people. RDD doesn't even get hugs, so don't tell RDD that. No.
Shh, he won't know that.
No. But it's just no, dude. I would welcome you with open arms, man. Gonna be next weekend. I'm gonna be at Gothic Line. Well, then why are you trying to schedule crap with me when you're
Come on, guy.
Oh man, he's gonna be actually that Gothic Line, dude. Like I am half tempted to tell Mama Runner that I need to spend a retarded amount of money. And by like a retarded amount of money, like I mean like an amount of money that no wife should ever let their husband spend on Airsoft to go to Gothic Line with him.
Especially
it sounds
with
miserable.
Your Barbie doll.
Dude, it sounds miserable.
Oh, I know. But it's those
have you heard
enjoyment.
RDD talk about it?
Yeah. Dude, I've seen his gear. It's freaking amazing.
Dude, have you heard some of his stories from Gothic
Yeah.
Line? I'm just like
And that's what it is. It's those moments that make it what it is, and that's what makes it amazing.
Yeah, but like, I'm like 3 inches on a good day. I don't want to be out there that cold.
I mean, come on.
Sorry.
Like when we played at that Steel Reapers, one of the gentlemen that were at that field, we were playing the large field. He went to Gothic Line. Oh. Let me tell you, there's nothing scarier than having a dude charge you with a bayonet, screaming at the top of his lungs while you're trying to reload.
Dude, I heard some stuff about Gothic Line.
Yep. I know that
okay,
story.
so you know that story?
I know that story.
What the fuck? Like, I want to be there for that. It sounds... And I'm just like, I want to be, like... But I don't want to be that cold, because, like, everybody's like, why don't you go out of state with us and go to like these other Airsoft events? I'm like, motherfuckers, I bought a house so I could sleep in it.
I don't want to be out there in the dirt and some hole. What else we got?
Hey, Royce, do you want pulled pork? Hell yeah, Umbra. You got to bring up that pulled pork, dude.
Dude, pulled pork sounds awesome.
No, you know Chaz?
Yeah, I know Chaz.
Oh, yeah. No, that's Umber Wolf. Ooh. No, dude, he does this Texas barbecue pulled pork. Oh, it's so good. You don't even know. I know that was staged. Okay, so apparently the microphones picked it up. I know.
That was a joke. For all intents and purposes.
For legal reasons, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Like, it was obviously a joke, but...
Dude, these are really good mics. If they picked up that joke... These are really good mics.
They're $100 mics. Keep in mind, before we hit the computer, there's $600 worth of equipment. Because there's these. We have the cords themselves.
Yeah. And then all of this gear.
Keep in mind. So this actually sends it to the computer. This is actually what we're hearing from. Okay. And so if you and I are too loud or soft or quiet or whatever, we can actually adjust what we hear versus what they hear based off of the second board over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some learning from you, because hopefully I hit that sub goal on my channel, because I've
MrGrimm1994 on Twitch, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Go follow or don't. It's up to you. I can't tell you what to do.
I will talk with Mama Runner, but there's a very good chance we have a little Misfits Thanksgiving again, because we love to do our Misfits. Dude, I smoked turkey last year, and it wasn't ready, And Umbra Wolf saved the day with the pulled pork. But I know how to do it now, dude. I've been smoking stuff, man. Like, that's like my thing, dude. Like, I love smoking stuff.
Yeah, because I remember that when you first got that smoker.
Oh, dude, it was terrible. But I'm better at it now. Actually, the brisket that I did last time, dude, I nailed it.
Did you?
I nailed it.
Oh, I'm sad I missed it.
Oh, dude,
I bet it was
so
good.
It was good. Yeah, that's right. You couldn't make
I
it to
was-
the 10th.
yeah,
I remember
no.
that. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, we have actually been going for over an hour at this point. And we've answered a few questions here. The question section wasn't super heavy. However, I think the conversation was amazing. And so I want to leave the final words with Mr. Grimm over here. Shout out your Twitch channel for us and tell us when and where we can find you.
You guys can find me over on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at MRGrimm1994. You can
Grimm
find
with
me
2 M's.
2 M's. It's Mr. Grimm1994, no spaces.
Yep. All one word.
All one word. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You guys can find me live on Tuesdays and Wednesdays because of the new schedule. I decided that I would go into weekdays and stream. They are shorter streams, but it's something. And then Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays are my heavy hitting days. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate everybody showing up and everybody hanging out. And honestly, this conversation is probably one of the best I've had on the channel because it hits home for a lot of people. Hits home for me a little bit less than a lot of people. Big, but it definitely, like, there are things that I've thought about. And I just want to say thanks, man, for coming on the channel.
Yeah,
and I
no.
appreciate it. We got to get you back.
Yeah, not a problem. I had an absolute blast having this conversation.
Oh, yeah. So, well, thank you guys all so much for watching Runner. And I do look forward to seeing you all out there on the field. And don't forget, I will get a video out this week. I will edit tomorrow, and I will get a video out this week, gameplay video, so that way everybody can see it. And I will see you all next time right here on Runner Airsoft. Peace out, everybody.
Have a good night.